Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to take a look at another horrible case with you. On June 8, 2018, fishermen aboard a commercial vessel near the Long Island Strait noticed something unusual in the water. Closer inspection from the deck revealed it to be a man's body. The fishermen immediately reported their discovery to the Coast Guard. Police arriving at the scene retrieved the body of a young man from the shore. They noted unexplained bruises and abrasions on the body. It was later identified as Spencer Mackford, who had been reported missing a few days earlier along with his girlfriend, Sofia Mckenna. To determine the circumstances of Spencer's demise, his body was sent for examination. The autopsy results indicated that drowning was the cause of death. Experts found no signs of violence, and all injuries were attributed to water. It's important to note that the details of the autopsy were not disclosed. The same weekend, Spencer and his girlfriend disappeared. 2 other men also went missing in the area. Their bodies were later found, having drowned as well. From the outset, the police believed these were tragic accidents due to unfavorable circumstances, leading to the young individuals drowning. No other theories about the incident were considered at the time. However, the body of Spencer's companion, Sofia Mckenna, was never found. This enigmatic tale unfolded on the night of May 27, 2018, in the small town of Groton, located in Connecticut, in the northeastern United States. The case remains unsolved, raising more questions than answers. The main characters of the story are 2 young people who decided to take a walk and visit the lighthouse in New London, situated on the banks of the Thames River and considered a mystical place by the locals. The historic lighthouse, constructed in 1909, is famous for rumors about mysterious phenomena associated with the ghost of its first keeper, Ernie. According to legend, Ernie's beloved left him, and in despair, he ended his life by jumping from the lighthouse's roof. Since then, locals and visitors have reported strange occurrences at the lighthouse. Some speak of unexplained phenomena, such as doors and windows opening by themselves, while others mention bedsheets slipping off beds. Sailors have told of radios turning on without apparent reason and ships mysteriously unmooring from the shore. Consequently, the lighthouse has become the focus of numerous television programs dedicated to paranormal phenomena. Although these claims are merely rumors, the place continues to attract people with its mysterious and unusual aura. Spencer and Sofia were among those who had long dreamed of visiting this enigmatic lighthouse and set out there on the eve of Memorial Day. However, something went awry that night. What exactly happened remains unknown. Family members and the police can only speculate based on the few available facts. On Saturday, the 27th, Sofia Mckenna's friend Austin tried to contact her, but got no response to his calls. At first, he didn't think much of it, knowing that Sofia usually slept late. However, after several hours of unsuccessful attempts to reach her through calls and messages, Austin grew worried. He contacted Sofia's mother, Michelle, to find out if Sofia had called her the previous night. Michelle hadn't checked her cell phone, as her younger daughter had been playing with it since morning. When Michelle finally looked at her phone, she found 7 missed calls from an unknown number. Trying to call back, she reached the voicemail of Spencer, a friend of her daughter's, and realized those might have been calls from Sofia. Michelle tried to reach Sofia but also got no response. Panic set in, and she and Austin immediately began searching. Austin called all the local hospitals, while Michelle filed a missing persons report with the police. Contacting Spencer's family, they learned that his relatives were also worried since he hadn't shown up for an important family gathering and hadn't responded to their attempts to contact him. They went to Spencer's apartment but found no signs of his presence there the previous night. Spencer's father knew his son had been meeting with Sofia the evening before, which caused concern for him and his wife due to the problems Sofia was facing. Spencer's mother mentioned that her son had planned to go fishing with a friend, but she felt he was lying and actually intended to meet Sofia that evening. She last spoke with her son at 10 p.m. when he wished her goodnight. Realizing something had happened, Spencer's family also reported his and his girlfriend's disappearance to the police. Around 6:30 p.m., the police began searching for the missing young people. At that time, Austin contacted the sheriff to inform him that he had information about where Sofia and Spencer were the previous night. He explained that he knew this because he had allowed Sofia to go there. Austin also mentioned that he stumbled upon a video posted by Sofia on Snapchat the previous night. Sofia had recorded the video on Spencer's mobile phone while they were on a boat heading towards the lighthouse. The footage showed the back of a young man rowing towards the lighthouse. Everything looked good, and they were having fun. Later, Sofia uploaded this video to her Snapchat account. Later, at 2 a.m., a photograph of Sofia was uploaded to Spencer's chat. She was playfully posing with the concrete barrier of the lighthouse in the background, marked with a "Do Not Cross" sign. What happened just minutes after this photograph remains a complete mystery. 5 minutes after the photograph was posted, at 2:05 a.m., the first call from Spencer's mobile phone was made to Michelle, Sofia's mother, followed by 3 more calls at 2:06, 2:08, and the last call at 2:09. Michelle, who was asleep at the time, didn't answer any of the calls. No voicemails or text messages were left, and the 911 service also didn't receive any calls from that number that night. The photos and videos posted by the young people confirmed that they were indeed at the lighthouse. As a result, the police immediately dispatched 20 different Coast Guard units to the area. The Coast Guard, firefighters, and police conducted searches by air, sea, and land. The first discovery made by the police was Sofia's car, parked on the university campus. Inside the car, they also found her cell phone. Meanwhile, on the same night, the Coast Guard discovered a T-shirt which Spencer had been wearing in the video. The police theorized that Spencer might have used it to secure the boat to the shore. The search continued throughout the night and the following day. Soon, a storm began, and state authorities announced the suspension of the search for the young people until new leads or signs of their possible whereabouts emerged. This decision deeply shocked their families and friends, but they continued their own search efforts, hanging pictures and spreading information about Spencer and Sofia's disappearance throughout the city. They appealed to the public to report any available information. However, despite the large number of people on the streets at the time of the young people's disappearance, no witnesses came forward. The family's searches continued for several days, but all questions remained unanswered. What happened? Why did Sofia repeatedly call her mother? Why didn't she leave a voicemail or call the police? There were many speculations and assumptions. Could they have consumed something illicit? Indeed, they had broken the law by stealing a boat from the campus and heading to the lighthouse without permission. It's likely Sofia feared they could be held accountable, and thus chose not to contact the police, as a few days prior, she and Spencer had already had legal issues. Spencer had been detained for driving under the influence, and Sofia had faced charges for aggressive behavior. Perhaps for this reason, she preferred to contact her mother rather than the police. However, it's unknown what other circumstances were present in Sofia's life at that moment. She might have been in a state of panic and unable to think clearly. Everyone's reaction to such situations can be unpredictable. Meanwhile, detectives tried to reconstruct the events of that day. May 26, 2018, began as a typical day. It was sunny and warm, with the upcoming weekend promising plenty of fun. The city was gearing up for Memorial Day celebrations, a national holiday. Sofia had the day off, but Spencer was scheduled to cover a shift for a colleague from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Afterwards, the young couple planned to meet up and join the city's festivities. Sofia and Spencer intended to spend the rest of the day together, including a visit to the mysterious lighthouse, famous for its paranormal phenomena, which they were eager to experience for themselves. The details of what happened after Spencer's shift ended remain unknown. It's unclear where they went or if they met anyone, and there's no information about whether they had been drinking. However, it was established that Sofia parked her car at the University of Connecticut campus around 2 a.m. For some reason, she left her cell phone in the car. Perhaps she forgot it, or it was out of charge, and she decided not to take it. The pair then illegally took a sailboat without a mast or engine, weighing 14 pounds and equipped only with oars. They pushed it into the water and set off towards the lighthouse, navigating by the rocky shores. Clearly, it was unsafe, considering the lack of safety equipment in the boat. Likely, they were not afraid to embark on this journey due to Spencer's confidence in his aquatic skills. He had been a proficient swimmer and boat handler since childhood. That's all the investigators managed to gather about the events of that night. On Monday evening, while scanning the surroundings from a search helicopter, the police discovered a white and blue sailboat stuck in the rocks, covered with a layer of dust. The vessel was located 12 kilometers west of the lighthouse. According to police reports, this was likely the same boat that went missing from the campus and might have been used by Spencer and Sofia, although this was not conclusively established. Fingerprints were found on the boat, but they were never analyzed or the results made public to determine if they matched the fingerprints of the young couple. There were also discrepancies regarding the type of vessel used. Initially, it was reported as a kayak, but later information suggested it was a white sailboat with a red inscription. In their search for clues, investigators thoroughly examined the backgrounds of Sofia Mckenna and Spencer Mugford. Sofia Mckenna was born on March 7, 1996, in North Stonington, Connecticut. At the time of the incident, she was 21 years old and lived in Groton, Connecticut, USA. She was the daughter of Michelle from her first marriage and grew up with her brother Justin and younger sister Grace. Sofia was very caring towards her siblings, whom she dearly loved. As a child, Sofia was happy and intelligent, displaying unique qualities. She was active, full of energy, and always led a vibrant and fulfilling life. However, her life was deeply impacted by her parents' divorce when she was around 7 years old, leaving a profound psychological scar. During her high school years, Sofia was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, which caused her depression. This mental illness is characterized by drastic mood swings, including manic episodes or hypomania. Sofia experienced emotional lows, such as depression with sadness and melancholy, alternating with manic episodes of euphoria. These mood swings could affect her behavior and clarity of thought. Sofia received treatment, including medication and psychotherapy to manage symptoms. However, there is no cure for bipolar disorder. It presents a challenge for both the patient and their family. The illness significantly impacted Sofia's daily life. Her behavior became unpredictable and her life was chaotic. She had unstable relationships, and the people she interacted with often displayed complex behavior. In 2015, Sofia met Austin. Bright and cheerful, she immediately captured the young man's heart. He pursued the attractive Sofia beautifully and persistently, and they soon started a relationship that lasted 3 years. However, this relationship was rather unpleasant for both Sofia and her mother, Michelle. Austin was a problematic young man, somewhat aggressive, and used anabolic steroids for sports, making their relationship quite unstable. The young couple often argued and yelled at each other, even to the point of physical altercations. Due to her mental health issues, Sofia was typically the instigator of these conflicts. On several occasions, Austin's aggressive outbursts led to injuries to Sofia, requiring hospital visits. About a month before the incident, Sofia discovered Austin's infidelity and decided to end the relationship. However, they continued to see each other sporadically. Despite her struggles, Sofia tried to move forward. She was a very attractive young woman and briefly became a model for a local company, advertising their jeans. This helped her finance her education. She eventually graduated as a massage therapist and found employment at an exclusive spa called The Red Door in a luxurious hotel. It was here that she met Spencer Mugford, her 20-year-old colleague. Spencer, originally from Florida, was a sea enthusiast and an experienced swimmer, working as a sailing instructor. He came from a loving family who had high hopes for his future. Spencer and Sofia quickly bonded over shared interests and similar wavelengths. They reportedly dated for some time, but neither of their families approved, as the young couple was frequently surrounded by trouble. According to Michelle, Sofia's mother, she was deeply concerned about Sofia's well-being, especially since Sofia and Austin continued to meet and often consumed alcohol, which had become almost a daily occurrence. Ultimately, Sofia's relationship with Spencer did not last, and they decided to remain friends. The exact reason for this remains unclear, though it appears Sofia might have returned to her ex-boyfriend, Austin. Despite this, Sofia and Spencer continued to spend a lot of time together, both at work and outside of it, including on their last day. After several days of searching, when fishermen discovered Spencer's body, his family wrote an obituary in the local media. Sofia's family did the same, but they continued to hold out hope and kept searching. They repeatedly tried to recall the events leading up to the disappearance, attempting to figure out what the young people did that evening and whether they met anyone on their last day. However, no new information emerged. It was unclear if there were any other calls besides the ones to Michelle's number from Spencer's phone, as his mobile was never found, and the police did not provide cell operator records. Cameras at the lighthouse and the campus were reportedly not working, so there were no video recordings of that night's events. It was also revealed that the lighthouse was never checked, even though it should have been done by the authorities immediately after the couple's disappearance. In July 2018, Sofia Mckenna's close relatives created a Facebook page titled "Searching for Sofia Mckenna" to keep the case alive in public memory. The page served as a platform for sharing information, brochures, and pleas for any information from the public. Weeks after the disappearance, a strange incident occurred. Michelle received a message from Sofia's social media account requesting money. Since the police were in possession of Sofia's phone, this message raised suspicions, suggesting a possible hacker's involvement. The investigation into Spencer's death and Sofia's disappearance hit a dead end. The police provided no conclusive findings. Unofficially, several theories about the incident circulated. One theory involved Austin, Sofia's ex-boyfriend, and his possible involvement in the young couple's disappearance. Some speculated that Austin might have attacked Sofia, and his friends helped him dispose of Spencer. Their tumultuous relationship, known for frequent arguments and physical altercations, was a matter of public discussion. Michelle, Sofia's mother, witnessed several of their disputes. A month before the disappearance, serious issues arose when Sofia learned of Austin's infidelity on May 8, 2018, and ended the relationship. In what could have been an act of revenge or a new start, Sofia dated another guy, bringing him to her apartment. Austin, infuriated, rushed to her apartment, where neighbors witnessed him furiously banging and kicking the door, hurling insults at Sofia. After about 15 minutes of silence, thinking Austin had left, Sofia opened the door. However, Austin was still there, attempting to push Sofia and enter the apartment. Fortunately, Sofia managed to close the door quickly. Neighbors heard his threats to cut her throat if she didn't open the door. By then, police and Michelle had arrived, and Austin was arrested. The next day, May 9th, a court order became effective. In her statement, Sofia mentioned previous attacks by Austin and provided photos of her injuries. She expressed fear for her life due to his stalking. A restraining order prohibited Austin from being in the same area as Sofia. However, Sofia later felt guilty, and the restrictions were revised. Now, Austin was only prohibited from being in the same apartment as her. The man with Sofia at the time refused to disclose his identity and did not cooperate with the police. Initially, Michelle claimed it was Spencer with Sofia, but later changed her statement. However, a colleague Sofia trusted revealed that it was indeed him. Sofia and Spencer's colleagues confirmed that the two were in a relationship at the time of their disappearance, acting like a couple both at work and outside. Witnesses also recounted an incident at the hotel where Austin, Sofia's ex, showed up at her workplace and publicly threatened her. Nevertheless, Austin and his father participated in the search for the missing couple using a private helicopter and distributed flyers with their images throughout the city. Austin posted on social media, asserting that Sofia was his girlfriend for 3 years and that she had no romantic relationship with Spencer, just friendship. This post, seemingly emphasizing Sofia's association with him rather than her disappearance, appeared odd to many. On July 10th, a Memorial Day for Sofia was organized by her family and friends. Austin attended the event with Michelle and later posted a now-deleted message on social media. "Rest in peace, baby. We'll see each other soon." These actions raised eyebrows among acquaintances. Austin claimed to authorities that he spent the entire day with Sofia on May 26th and that they continued to meet despite the court order, even making plans for the next day. A friend of Austin stated that around 3 a.m. on the night of the incident, Austin texted Sofia claiming to be at the gym with a friend. However, this was doubtful as gyms are closed at that hour. His family maintained he was home before heading to the gym. An undisclosed witness reported that Austin and his brother were invited to a party that day. Austin initially intended to go, but later messaged saying he was tired and wouldn't attend. This raises questions about Austin's whereabouts when Sofia and Spencer disappeared, with no clear answers available. Austin's acquaintances describe him as temperamental, possibly exacerbated by steroid use. There were rumors of Austin, his brother, and a friend having connections with the Groton police. Also, a woman from Austin's family was allegedly married to the police chief, who was investigating Sofia's case and had complaints of police violence against him. However, the reliability of these claims, provided by Austin's friend with a criminal past, is questionable. The day after a YouTube channel dedicated to Long Island disappearances posted a video about Sofia, Austin removed all photos of them together from his social media. This action caused confusion, especially since Sofia's fate was still uncertain. One theory is that Austin had found a new girlfriend and wanted to avoid complications. However, the complete removal of all photos with Sofia seemed unusual. Furthermore, just days after Sofia's disappearance, Austin's involvement in the search noticeably waned. When he met with investigators, he appeared calm and composed, not visibly distressed by the loss of someone close. However, this is insufficient for any accusations against Austin. People react differently to stress. One theory suggests Sofia was killed to prevent her from testifying against Austin in a domestic violence case. Without her testimony, there wouldn't have been enough evidence, and the case could have been dismissed. This is exactly what happened in the summer of 2018 when the case against Austin was dropped. It's important to note that Austin is not officially a suspect. This theory remains speculative, and the investigation continues. Another version speculates that Sofia and Spencer may have encountered dangerous individuals at the lighthouse. It was a busy day due to the holiday, but witnesses either didn't remember them or didn't find the information significant, as no one reported to the police. Sofia's mother theorized her daughter might have been kidnapped or fallen victim to human trafficking, but there's no evidence or ransom demands to support this. The police also considered the possibility of an accident due to reckless actions and decisions. The young couple set out in an unprepared boat without life jackets into strong currents. Once at the lighthouse, they moored the boat with Spencer's t-shirt. They took photos and then realized the boat had drifted away. Relying on his swimming experience, Spencer may have underestimated the water's low temperature. The darkness, which often distorts distance perception, could have made him think the boat was closer. Physically tired from his workday and the swim to the lighthouse, Spencer might have drowned. Realizing she couldn't see or hear Spencer, Sofia tried calling her mother for help. In desperation, she might have jumped in to assist Spencer and drowned as well. Sofia wasn't a strong swimmer, making it unlikely she'd jump into such conditions. However, under the influence of alcohol, she might have made an irrational decision. It's also possible she was walking on the lighthouse's narrow ledge, trying to spot Spencer, stumbled and fell with her phone, then got swept away by the current and drowned. These theories remain relevant, though others exist too. None is the official version, and they lack suspects or culprits, circulating mainly on social media. Sofia's family and friends continue to search for her, desperate to uncover what happened and where she is. In 2019, an independent detective found several bones near the shore and immediately reported it to the police. However, the investigators who arrived at the scene deemed the bones to be of animal origin. The remains were never collected, and due to the high cost, no forensic examination was conducted to determine if they were human. There are many aspects of this case that raise suspicions and warrant a thorough investigation. After all, this is about a missing person with a family in anguish, seeking answers. Sofia undoubtedly deserves continued search efforts. Numerous bodies of other missing individuals have been discovered in these waters, but not Sofia's. No new information has surfaced in her case, and the mystery of what happened that night at the lighthouse remains unsolved. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click the bell not to miss new stories from around the world. See you soon. Take care.